Hey girls, today is Tuesday and I'm still super stressed out because interviews just started. I had my first one today, this morning, actually, at 9 a.m. So I had to get up at 7, which is an hour earlier than I usually get for my class at 9:30 because I wanted to make sure I wasn't late and I had to make sure I had time to change into my suit in business school so I didn't have to walk there or even take the bus because you still have to walk a little because it was raining this morning, so I didn't want to go in my suit. So, yeah, I think it went alright, but I don't know. At least I have 4 more, right? So maybe those will go better. um, so, apparently, our topic for last week was favorite um, actor and or actress, well, both. But so I don't know when or where or how that was decided, but I never found out about it. So I will do that this week. And I thought about it for a while. And recently I decided that one of my favorite actors is Leonardo DiCaprio. I actually used to hate him, mostly because of Titanic. I saw that movie and it was like a wasted 3 hours of my life. But two of the movies I've seen him in more recently are Catch Me If You Can and The Departed, and those are awesome movies, and he's a very good actor, so I changed my mind about him. Another one of my favorite actors is Heath Ledger because of his recent role in The Dark Knight, which he won many, many, many posthumous awards for. Well deserved. So he was amazing in that movie as the Joker, obviously. And I think, I'm not positive, but right now I'm going to say that my all time favorite actor is Tom Hanks because he's just all around awesome. And I just saw Toy Story, both 1 and 2 in 3D this weekend in the theaters, and it just reminded me of how much I love Tom Hanks because he's just totally awesome. He's really funny and he's a really good serious actor. He was in Catch Me If You Can also with Leonardo DiCaprio. So yeah, those are my favorite actors. And actresses, it was a little harder for me to decide, but I came up with Hilary Duff. I pretty much like all the stuff that she's been in, and she's been doing a lot more serious roles lately too. Like I heard she was on um, one of the I think it was like one of the drama shows. Oh, I think it was one of the Law and Orders, either SVU or Criminal Minds. No, not Criminal Minds. That's another show entirely. I think it was SVU. And I heard it was good. I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. And she's a new guest star on Gossip Girl, which I'm excited about. And also Anne Hathaway. She's very good. And like, I forget who said it, but she's graduated from the whole Princess Diaries stuff, and she's taking on much more serious roles now, like The Devil Wears Prada. That was a really good movie, and but she also does more mature comedy too, like Get Smart. That was an awesome movie, and that has Steve Carell in it also. Really funny guy. So if you haven't seen that movie yet, I highly recommend it. And that was all I could come up with for actresses, actually. I haven't decided who my all time favorite actress is. I have to think about that a lot more. So, also, we were going to do the 20 things this week. I tried to come up with 20, but I didn't quite get there. I got to 11. I did 20 things that bother me, kind of like pet peeves. So, yeah, I will just read those off my list now. And these are in no particular order, just in the order that I thought of them. So, item number 1. It bothers me when people call me Jen. I'm Jess. It's close. I've kind of gotten used to it, but it bothers me. Item number 2. It bothers me when people spell my last name wrong, especially when they're just copying it from somewhere else and they have it to go by already and then they just copy it wrong. There have been some pretty creative ones, like I've gotten Canton Loney. It makes me sound like I'm Chinese or something. And a lot of people pronounce my last name wrong too, but it doesn't bother me as much because, I mean, it's a last name, and lots of people's last names get pronounced wrong, but it's not that hard. So lately it seems like more people have been pronouncing it right than wrong, which is good. So I don't know what was wrong with people several years ago. Maybe they changed. Okay, item number 3. It bothers me when people act like they're the best thing since sliced bread. Like conceited people. Don't like that. Item number 4. When people use their cell phones texting during a movie or any other performance, particularly in a dark theater, because the light from the screen is very annoying. It like emanates everywhere and it's very distracting. Item number 5. It annoys me when people talk super fast or they mumble and they expect you to understand what they're saying, but you just can't. You have to be like, wait, what? Say that again. Talk slower. Let me understand you. Okay, number 6. It bothers me when people don't wash their hands after using the bathroom. And washing your hands does not mean just rinsing them off with water. You have to use soap. Big pet peeve. Item number 7. Bothers me when people chew with their mouth open. Not a nice sight. Item number 8. It bothers me when people crack their knuckles or other joints with other people around. You can do it by yourself, I don't care, but just the cracking noise, makes me shudder, and my brother knows that, and he does it just to annoy me. Lovely brother, right? Okay, what am I on? Item number 9. It bothers me when college professors use very poor English. I have one professor in particular this semester. Her English is just horrible. You can barely understand a word she's saying. And if you just walked into the class and didn't know what we were talking about and didn't see the words up on the PowerPoint slides on the projector, you would have no idea what she was saying. Seriously, not joking. And then number 10, it bothers me when people use poor grammar. And I'm kind of a little bit of a hypocrite on this one because when I'm talking, sometimes I use poor grammar just because I can't think as fast as I can talk sometimes. But when I'm writing, I always go back and check, so I do not have poor grammar in my writing. And the last item I was able to think of, number 11, it really bothers me when people smoke in public places, especially when it's right outside of a building entrance or exit, because first of all, it filters into the building, so it smells really bad, and second of all, you're forced to walk right past them. You have no choice. You can't avoid it unless you want to walk like around the whole building, and sometimes there's not an alternative entrance. So that really bothers me. And since I'm so busy, that's all I was able to come up with for today, because I have 2 exams on Thursday and an interview on Friday and a pre-interview social on Thursday also. And then next week, let's look at next week, shall we? I have an interview on Tuesday and another interview on Thursday, and I have a big assignment due in my harmony class on that Thursday. We have to write a 24 measure minuet and perform it. Yeah. And there's also another pre-interview social that Thursday. It's going to be a busy Thursday. And next Friday I have another interview, and then I'm finally done with interviews. And yeah, there might be another social in there somewhere that I haven't RSVP'd yet. So that's my week and next week. Lots to do. Okay, so I'm at just under 10 minutes now, so I'm going to call it quits, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Now, one more thing I wanted to show you real quick. Over the weekend, the little girl that lives next door to me that I used to babysit for, she came over with a friend, and they were selling little, like, rub-on tattoos, so I got one. It was only 25 cents, so I wanted to show you. It's a butterfly. It's actually upside down because I cannot twist my arm into the right position and get good lighting on it. So yeah, it's a pretty purple and blue butterfly and it's sparkly. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's pretty and I like it. Okay, bye.